Hello everyone, what is up? I hope you are enjoying your downtime with this whole coronavirus thing going on. I know I am. It's kind of the same thing for me. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it's like I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm having a good time starting my seeds and getting my garden going. Anyway, this isn't about that. This is about home birth, and I'm feeling my heart goes out to those pregnant women out there who are like, I don't want to go anywhere near the hospital right now. I don't want to deal with it. Hopefully, this might help you get some ideas to have a safe and really empowering home birth. So I made 8 birthing tips. It just came out to 8. I'm sure I could find more if I wanted to, but this is really a good list. I've had 3 home births, and I just had my last home birth December 2019, so she's almost 4 months. And let's get into it. And it went very well, just like my other home births, in case you were wondering. So my first tip would be have a supportive birth partner. Ideally, that would be your husband or boyfriend, but if that's not in the cards at the moment, then mom, best friend, midwives are good, I guess, if you got close to your midwife. But definitely a supportive birth partner. And if it is your husband, then it would really be ideal for him to share the same philosophy on birth, and it be like him believe that home births are safe, and for him to be in your corner on that. So my second tip is one that I hold dear to my heart because it happened with my first unassisted home birth, where my husband and I went into labor in the at around 10 at night, and we were so excited. We were like, oh my god, it's happening, like this is doing it, we're doing it. And then 24 hours later, like we didn't go to bed because we were so excited. So then 24 hours later was the whole process. I ended up giving birth to our first daughter, and I was exhausted, and it would have helped if I had taken a nap. So my second tip is take a nap when labor starts, when the contractions are very mild and 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes apart. Really try and doze off and get as much sleep as possible, so you have your energy for when the real work begins. Yeah, that was I can't remember how many hours we stayed up, but it was crazy. So tip number 3, utilize warm water. Your bath, essential oil, massage, birth ball. These are all awesome tools. So it's like natural pain relief, because if you're at home, you're obviously not going to be getting an epidural, which good for you, mama. You don't need an epidural. You are strong. Your body's made to do this, and you just need those natural relievers. Warm water, essential oils are nice because it kind of gets your mind off of the contraction. You can take a sniff, it smells nice. You can put it in your bath, which I did with my last home birth. I put clary sage in the bathtub, and it was so nice. A birthing ball is good. Get bouncing, just movement. And massage is always nice when you're in labor and your husband or your birthing support partner comes up behind you and gives you a nice massage, or kind of like pushes on your lower back, and it feels good. So utilize those tools and just be aware of them, and have your birthing ball out, your essential oils. Make sure you got your bathtub is nice and clean. That's important. So those are all really helpful and will definitely be enough to get you through. Okay, my fourth tip is a positive mindset. So really, I mean, believe, you know what I mean? It's for real. This is what women do. It's not something that needs to be like thought as scary or weird. Having birth at home is what is what's up. It's good. It's completely natural, and a lot less issues go on because there's less intervening. So a positive mindset, stay away from the negative YouTube videos about births. If your friends like, let me tell you about my birth, say, no, girlfriend, I don't want to hear about your birth because I've already heard it 5 times and you want to tell me the horror stories about it. It's like, it's not your birth. So don't take that energy on and then manifest it to be your birth. You know what I mean? So positive mindset, positive affirmations, and just know that this is how you birth children, you know, surrounded by people who love you and who don't have, you know, other things going on, you know, like taking care of other people. Like, you really need people to, you know, pay attention to you, give you what you need. And at the hospital, you're just not going to get that. So, yes, positive mindset. Number 5, learn the birthing process. So there's 3 parts of the birthing process. Learn them. It's very simple. Understand what your body is going through and just let it go through it. Don't rush anything. And then believe me, you'll know when it's time to push. You'll know when it's time to push because you won't have an epidural. You will be able to feel everything and your body will tell you. It will probably actually start pushing naturally on its own. You won't have to do anything. And your baby will come right on out. So learn the birthing process. Number 6. Number 6, I think, is helpful because it makes you committed to having a home birth. Like, really, yeah. So understand why you're having a home birth is number 6. Why you want a home birth for you and your baby. And I know that for me, I wanted a home birth because I personally don't feel that hospital births are natural or nurturing. I don't think they're I've had one hospital birth and it was not empowering at all. So I wanted to keep all my power and all the glory for myself. And by doing that, I set up and worked on and studied having a home birth. And so yours might be like, I don't know, like whatever it is, you know, I don't want to have an epidural, or I don't want to fuss with getting into a hospital gown and feeling like a patient, or, you know, whatever it is. You don't want to be coerced into doing something you don't want to do. You want to have a natural birth, but you're scared that the hospital might try and have you, you know, go a different way. Whatever it is, understand why you want a natural birth. And then when you're, you know, maybe having a hard time or you're feeling tired during labor, just reflect back on that and remember it's best for you and your baby and the reason why. The 7th is diet and exercise. And man, it made such a difference this last home birth I had. I did yoga every day. At the beginning, I had some morning sickness, so I didn't do yoga every day in the beginning, but about from my 2nd trimester on until the day I gave birth, I did between a half hour and an hour of prenatal yoga. And it, I'm not going to make any claims, but my labor was shorter. It was it was so much easier. Like I kept thinking like, oh gosh, like the contractions are going to get more intense. They're going to get more intense. And they didn't. And, um, and I gave birth to almost a 9-pound baby girl this time. So, you know, my body was really working hard to get her out, and it made a huge difference. So I totally recommend prenatal yoga. And then diet, obviously eating a whole foods diet. Don't let your cravings, you know, lead you to McDonald's every day. Just don't. Like, just because you're craving it doesn't mean that you need it, and doesn't mean that your baby should have it. So definitely some discipline in diet and exercise. And then number 8 is super simple. Listen to your body. Like I said before, when it is time to push, you will know when to push because your body is going to be pushing. Don't rush it. Listen to your body. If something doesn't feel good, like I remember my first home birth, Nicholas, my husband, like was like lightly touching my arm, and it irritated the shit out of me. I was like, stop lightly touching me now. If you're going to touch me, like, you know, grab hold and like, you know, give me a good massage, like really push on it, but don't lightly touch me. So any of those little cues, listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, you want to change positions, move around, move your hips, push, listen to your body. So those are my 8 tips. That's what I've kind of wrapped up for my 3 home births that all went very well. And it was super helpful for me to, you know, use those tips that obviously I didn't have them for my first home birth. Second, third one, I was a little bit more seasoned. So I hope this is helpful, and have a happy birth. Bye.